I don't trust anyone under 70. Norman, we have been able to have this affair with Princess David, Princess Diane.
The president has cancer.
That place, Mr. President, is not your place. Your place is with the victims of the assads.
We can and must pledge never again.
If the man died in 1979, it would be a tremendous anticlimax.
They are beating the passengers. They are threatening to kill us now. They are threatening to kill us now. We want the fuel now. They're about to shoot a passenger. They just shot a passenger to the 847.
This barbarism is abhorrent, and all of those who support it, encourage it, and profit from it are abhorrent. They are barbarians.
Boy, after seeing Rambo last night, I know what to do the next time this happens.
Sometime during the course of that long, brutal afternoon on deck, 2 shots were fired.
Oh, where are the hijackers now? They left the country. I don't know where to be.
Then a miracle occurred, and the sea relinquished my husband's body, providing irrefutable evidence of his murder.
South African problems will be solved by South Africans and not by foreigners.
The disease in this country is apartheid.
We really were a nation of sportsmanlike people. That is in danger.
All of a sudden I heard this thump, and the old sky just lit up off the end of the runway.
Tragedy is nothing new to mankind, but somehow it's always a surprise. It never loses its power to astonish.
Like this is that you ask why and you don't find any answer.
I am not happy that I am sick. I'm not happy that I have AIDS.
This is an epidemic. This is the Black Plague of the 1980s.
No one's sure of exactly what's going on with this disease. I don't want to take chances with my children.
How can you blame people for ignorance, for not understanding?
When we're really afraid, we are capable of the most dark kind of bigotry.
It's an embarrassment to the city of Philadelphia. Gunfire would have been fine, but a bomb, where are we going to live?
Farming is a business. It doesn't need subsidies any more than any other business.
The heart and soul of America is rural America. Forget David Stockman.
Live Aid, JFK Stadium in Philadelphia. Base hit, Clippers 3,000 for Roger Rule.
DC, and let's check out the crowd activity and make sure that we see what's going on down there, because it is indeed an unusual event. What you're seeing is about less than 4 minutes before midnight. The crowds have gathered, not only here, but they are in Las Vegas, Nevada, and downtown. And when they celebrate, we'll celebrate. We'll all be joining together. As you can see, the digital clock there. The ball will drop. Let me tell you a little bit about that ball that you're looking there at Las Vegas at the moment. And they're getting equally excited. They'll have fireworks at midnight. In New Orleans, right after midnight, we'll be cutting there to check out some steamboat activity up and down the Mississippi. That's the home of jazz, red beans, rice, beignets, and great restaurants. A couple 100,000 people there in New Orleans tonight at less than 3 minutes before midnight. Now the ball, when it drops, is 6 feet in diameter, weighs a couple 100 pounds, has 180 red lights and 28 green lights on it. It hangs from a pole 7 feet up in the air above us on the 17th floor here above the Nirvana Club 1 restaurant. And again, we thank them for allowing us to come up on their roof. This is the way they put that ball together. It's been going on here since 1908 when Jacob Starr built it. His granddaughter, Tamma Starr, is the lady in charge of dropping it. They'll follow our digital clock and lower it by hand on those steel cables that are cotton wrapped, and it will appear in the shape of a red apple, which you can see right now. These people will be directing their attention in less than 2 minutes to that ball, and when it begins dropping down in the last minutes of that little white spot you see at the bottom, you will see complete chaos. It's the sort of thing that's been going on here for 81 years. A lot of hams down there tonight with about 1.5 minutes to go before 1986 arrives. It all started back in 1904 atop this magnificent landmark building. At this time right now, there's a big movement going on here in the city of New York to save Times Square to keep the lights on, because there are many changes in store. About 1 minute left to go, as you can see, coming up on 11:59. Keep your eye on that ball as it slowly moves down. You can see them lowering it by hand very carefully. And listen to the rising tempo of the crowd. As you get to halfway, they know they are in business. Here, that's the only way they know what's going on. We can watch it on television, but they're watching the red apple. It became an apple 2 years ago. 1983, as I recall. 1981, I beg your pardon. Coming up on it in 20 seconds. It hits that little white spot at the bottom. The year 1986 will be upon us in just about 10 seconds from now. Once again, for the 14th consecutive year, let's wish you a Happy New Year! to Tears for Fears by satellite from London. The judge in the motels and Amazon and Central City will be on board to bring you all of the action. Place to be New Year's Eve at ABC New Year's Rockin' Eve. We're in Times Square. Rain has stopped. Temperatures in the low 40s. It turned out to be a great night. Mr. and Mrs. Wayne, you were married. It's all gone well. Happy 1980.